Welcome. Today
As you yawn.
is a very, very special day.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am Amber Simpson. That is Robert Lamb. And this is Will There Be Cake?
Will there?
And we're celebrating another daily holiday. And today is a day where we just give up.
Man, I've been doing that for years.
Because we all know that every year, especially this year, because 2020 sucked all the things, it sucked. So this year we were like, you know what? We're going to do better in 2021. And then we made a list, not me personally. We made a list of all the things that we're going to change in 2021. You know, our New Year's resolutions.
Right.
And today, what's today? The
17th.
The 17th. Today's the 17th, and we're giving up. We're going to ditch those New Year's resolutions because we realized after a couple weeks ago that 2021 is just an extension of 2020.
So is this give up day or ditch your resolutions?
It's ditch your New Year's resolutions day, but doesn't that just mean give up?
I mean, give up on the goals you had set for yourself, for
right,
sure.
Of course. Not on life.
Yeah, don't give up on life just yet.
Just yet.
Give it another year.
Just ditch your New Year's resolutions because we're going to treat this year like it's another 2020, at least for the next month or so.
Yeah, I mean,
until things start
changing.
Probably a little bit longer. We'll see. We got to keep some hopes alive, Robert Lamb.
Some hope, but not all of it.
So yeah, today's ditch your New Year's resolutions day because COVID is still live and well.
We celebrated New Year's and everything, but neither of us, I think, did resolutions.
No, I think we kind of talked about it. I forget what we said, though.
I mean, I think I said I wasn't going to stick too strict to what I was going to do was just eat healthier and try to exercise more.
That's right. But
like, I'm not doing the thing where I'm going to, like, New Year's resolution, go to the gym every day. Like, I'm not doing that because if there's one day I miss, then it's just all for naught. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Then I feel like I failed. So I didn't make any actual New Year's resolutions.
I feel like I did some, like, every year I'm just like, I'm going to just try and do better. At being an adult.
Just overall.
Eat better, be better with money, read more books.
Yeah, I think, what was it? The first, like, month or two, gyms see, like, a real big influx, but then people drop off, like, afterwards, like, really fast.
Yeah, so studies show only about 8% of Americans actually accomplish their resolution goals anyway. So
that seems accurate.
Yeah. But I feel like 2020, we might have talked about this, 2020 was like a year that people, like, could have gotten their resolutions done because they may have given up at first, but then they were trapped inside their house. So if your resolution was to get buffer or to eat better
or to read more,
like, you had a lot more time to do that.
Right.
So 2020 was a good year for that. Maybe this year will be too. So
unless you don't have an at-home gym.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true. You can go out to the gym.
Yeah.
But you could, like, run. You could go outside.
Yeah, you
can
still exercise and stuff.
Yeah. But it's funny, I was looking up this holiday and there's an article from, like, a Tampa, like, writer or whatever, and she's like, there's this running joke at my yoga studio about getting to classes early in January because all of the resolutionists.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I always go early anyways because I'm obsessively finicky about my spot right near the right corner. And I always get there 20 minutes before class starts. So she's the first person there on Saturday, and slowly the studio fills up.
Sure.
But she's like, just like, it's always like way more people at the beginning of the year, and then it starts to slowly drop off, like just even at the end of the first month and stuff like that. But she talks about, like, all of the, like, type of people that show up, and, like, you can see them, like, sweating or, like, you know, noticeably not comfortable because they're new and they're, like, nervous about, you know, being somewhere new and keeping their resolutions and all that.
Yeah.
So, but really her whole message was like, just maybe the resolution isn't actually giving you anything but stress and anxiety because you're trying to, like, keep up with this resolution. Maybe you just need to say, like, fuck it and relax, and maybe when you're doing that yoga, don't try and do it every day, but, like, as a resolution, fucking relax. And
I mean,
you know,
they
get
even
the
say
benefits
to take
of it.
rest days.
Yeah.
I think if you just set a goal in the sense of saying, I'm going to try to get to the gym 3 times a week
Right.
or something like that, or 4 times a week, and do that rather than saying every day, because you can say every day, but then if something happens where you get sick or like maybe you go on vacation somewhere or something happens, then you break it and then you're like, oh, well, now I didn't go every day. So like, screw it. Like, I'm not going to do it anymore or something like that. Whereas if you're like 3 days a week, you're like, you can kind of mix it around and
Right.
you don't have to push yourself to make sure you get there every day.
Exactly. And stress yourself out. Or maybe just like because I feel like that's how like workout places get your money, is because you sign up and then you don't ever go.
Yeah.
So maybe do something, if you're just starting out working out, maybe just do something like go for a run every day, or like buy some fucking weights or something and start with that. And then if you finally get yourself to do that every day or on a steady amount of times a week, then get a subscription to somewhere to fucking work out.
Right.
That way you're not wasting your fucking money.
True. Save that money. If that's your resolution
Save
too,
that
make sure you
money.
cancel any memberships because you're trying to save money.
Yeah, exactly.
Which should be everybody's resolution this year. So
Yeah, we all need to save money. Hopefully we get that $2,000.
Stimmy.
Stimmies. More stimmies.
More stimmies. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah.
There's depending on what your if you think you're not going to make it, just give up, but give yourself a different kind of goal.
Right. It's not just
Just
about
alternate.
giving up. It's more about like not stressing out about changing so much.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
The best way to celebrate is by like reevaluating your life as a whole and then starting to find real and meaningful reasons to change, not just because it's a new year and that magically inspires you with will and determination you didn't have the year before.
I think it's just that New Year comes around and people have that idea that they want to change.
Right.
And they just say like, oh, this is the start of something, so I'll give myself a year. But you can give yourself a year at any point.
Yeah, it
You can be
doesn't
like,
have
well,
to be at
I'll
the
start in
beginning.
April or something. Or, yeah, like we said, like just pick certain days to do it.
Exactly, and this is not the year to start something on January 1st because, like I said, we're just still in 2020.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of restrictions, a lot of issues and stuff. So if your goal is a little bit broader or even like something that is achievable without so much stress, then sure. But if not, like, alternate it a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. We won't hate you, and you shouldn't hate yourself. And
yeah, and you know what you should do?
What? Have a cake?
You should, yeah.
Yeah, have a cake.
How'd you know? Oh my God, you're psychic.
You should definitely have a cake.
You should reevaluate your life and all those dumb resolutions you made and realize that
If you were
you
going
can
to
do
go
it anytime.
if you were going to go to the gym
Reward
today,
yourself with a
say, screw it, I'm taking a break, I'm ditching this, but I'm going to still exercise, but I'm going to exercise tomorrow. Now you're free today. Get yourself a cake.
Yeah, and don't go to the gym because there's like sweaty people there, and COVID is out
Yeah,
there.
and there's less cake.
and there's less cake. Yeah.
All right.
Easy holiday.
Yep, it's a cake day.
It's a good day.
Cake.
All right, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you mañana.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.